Hello everyone, this is Ed Park, Managing Director at ATMS Logistics Inc. Sometimes when importing, you may be hit with unexpected and very high duties. This often happens because of AD and CVD, Anti-Dumping and Countervailing Duties. Today, I will break down this concept in a simple way. I'll continue to upload in-depth videos on topics relating to importing, so please don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Thank you. Among U.S. duties, anti-dumping duty or AD is imposed to prevent unfairly low price sales in the U.S. market. It applies when U.S. Department of Commerce determines that a company or a country is exporting products to the U.S. at dumped price. Dumping means selling goods in the U.S. at a much lower price than in the exporter's home market. This hurts U.S. manufacturers, so the government imposed anti-dumping duty to level the playing field. For example, if a Chinese steel producer sells steel domestically in China for $500 per ton, but exports into the U.S. for only $300 per ton, the U.S. government would consider that dumping and impose anti-dumping duties. By contrast, countervailing duty, or CVD, is imposed to offset unfair competition caused by foreign government subsidies. The U.S. used this duty to bring price back into balance. If the Department of Commerce finds that a foreign government is providing subsidies, tax breaks, or preferential loans to its industry, lowering export price artificially, CVD may be imposed. For example, if the Chinese government gives major subsidies to solar panel producers, enabling them to export at very low prices, then countervailing duty will be applied. Investing process of AD or CVD works like this. It usually begins when a U.S. industry files a petition with the Department of Commerce and the International Trade Commission, which is ITC. The Department of Commerce then determines whether the dumping or subsidies exist and calculate the margin of unfair pricing. The ITC evaluates whether the U.S. industry has suffered material injury. If both agencies agree, then AD or CVD orders are issued. Once AD or CVD orders are in place, U.S. Customs and Border Protection, which is CBP, becomes a collecting agency. Importers must pay an estimated cash deposit at the time of entry. Importantly, the actual duty rate can change later, depending on the Department of Commerce's annual administrative review. And this process can take several years to finalize. Here are a few key points importers should be aware of. First, AD/CVD can be applied retroactively. Even if you are unaware at the time of import, you may still face additional duties later. Second, because duty rates may change after review, you may face unexpected large additional bills in the future. Third, even if the exporter misdeclared something, the U.S. importer record is ultimately responsible. So, How can you check if your product is subject to AD or CVD? Step 1. Make sure your product's tariff classification is accurate. If AD CVD applies and you don't know in advance, you could end up paying huge unexpected duties. Step 2. Search the Department of Commerce's online AD CVD database. Step 3. Review CBP's posted scope ruling and public notice regarding AD/CVD coverage. And finally, consult with a customs broker or trade attorney to minimize your risk. Let's take a look at a real example. One importer brought in single aluminum window frame from China. He only accounted for the duty of aluminum frames. What he did not realize was that aluminum extrusion from China were already subject to AD/CVD orders. Because the window frame were made from those extrusion, the importer was hit with over 100% in additional duties. Since most importers cannot realistically keep track of all AD/CVD orders, I strongly recommend consulting with a broker or a trade attorney before importing such products. Today, we took a detailed look at anti-dumping and countervailing duties in the US. I will continue to upload more in-depth videos on various importing topics, so please don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notification. If you have any questions or need help, please contact me at the email shown on the screen. I'll be happy to assist you. Thank you very much for watching, and I will look forward to seeing you again in the next video. Wishing you a wonderful day.